Hello everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined by the team of Mike Stafford and Barry Hunter. Double trouble right here. We got Rashid Warren coming into this fight against a guy that he fought in the amateurs. Really big moment. I know he wants to get that win back from this kid. How do you guys see the fight and the growth of him from that fight that he had with Obi Ali, to this point right now?
Well, you know, at that particular time, you know, Rashid was a world champion, and you know, he had a lot on the table, and I think it was a miscommunications with the actually, you know, the corner. No excuses, but you know, it was just a little misunderstanding because he was winning the fight, and certain little things happened in the fight that kind of got him deteriorated from what to win. But you know, not even going back on that, I think this will be the most outstanding Rashid fight that you ever seen. You know, he trained with me for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Then he took the rest of the weeks with Barry up at Headbangers Gym. So you know, the kid been really anxious to get back to get his belt again.
Mike being kind of modest. He didn't tell the whole story. Nobody knew that Rashid lost his contacts in that fight. And so therefore, it was more strategic and accidental deal that happened in the Olympics, and still he only lost by 1 point after leading by about 5 or 7. So, you know, again, that was computer, different day, different fight. So we ready to get down for that crown.
When he finished off camp with you, how is he coming into this week now?
He's really sharp, and you know, he was sharp actually throughout the camp, and this is one of the hardest ones he had because he had like several different sparring partners, 2 Olympians he had to work with, ex-world champion, and as a matter of fact, there's a young up-and-coming star, Duke Reagan. I want you guys to look out for. He was also in camp with us, plus Anthony Peterson, Lamont Peterson. So he had a very difficult time, but a great camp.
When you structure camps, what's your thinking, and then how does that match with the work that Mike does with fighters as well?
Well, see, it's easy for me and Mike because I can start the sentence and he can finish it. We've been together for many years. We've been teammates, roommates, travel, both international and domestic, so I know him very well. And you know, he's had my kids and I've had his. Rashid been around me since he was 10 years old, along with Adrien. Adrien's a little bit younger, so I know him very well. So it meshed together very fine.
Usually it doesn't work when there's co-trainers, but with you guys, you've been really successful. You tell me, what do you feel the secret is?
Well, the reason because it won't work because people don't realize it's not the coaches, you know what I'm saying, it's the fighters fighting. A lot of times the coaches and the parents fight, and the coaches in the gym fight each other. But with us, we know it's the fighter. It's all about the fighter. If you keep that focus, it's all about the fighter, it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Throw, you know, all your acclimates out. You know what I'm saying? And realize it's the fighters that got to go in that ring, not you.
So, given what's at stake, he's defending, fighting for the title here. Like, how is he mentally, like, knowing that what happened in the Olympics? Like, how bad does he want to get it back?
He wants it bad. I mean, he wants it so bad that, you know, that he goes to extremes and just, you know, get away from his family, go to Washington D.C. and train, and, you know, stay with Barry. You know, the whole camp. He could have been in a hotel, luxury hotel, all that, anything, you know, but no distractions. He went, you know, like, hey, I'm ready to train, you know what I'm saying? He broke camp in Cincinnati and went to D.C., you know.
Barry, how does he win on Saturday?
Smart boxing. Just be Rashid. And, you know, the things that Rashid has pulled off in the amateurs and the pros is simply amazing. 3-time Olympians, that's like hitting the lottery 3 times. World champion in the amateurs and the pros. Has won every national championship numerous times in USA boxing history. He's the only one of his kind. So all he has to do is remember exactly who he is, and he'll have no problem Saturday.
How soon do we see him start moving up to the other weight classes and fighting the other guys?
Well, there's a plan on the table for him. But, you know, we don't want to jump too far. We got to take care of business Saturday. And once we do that Saturday, then the future is wide open for him.
Mike, transitioning over to the main event on Saturday, how have you seen the focus of Adrien into this camp and in this week?
Well, Adrian's know what's on the line. It's like he got that fire in him, you know. But I'm kind of glad, in a sense, that he's the underdog. That really makes him train that much. I want people to doubt him, you know, because when he started off in this pro, they didn't know him and they doubted him. You know, they were sending all kind of people at him, sending all kind of champions at him. And you know, like I say, he's youngest four-time world champion that is in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So one of, you know, Black America. So he did a lot. He got legacy. You know, I know the man, he's got, you know, legacy behind him, but Adrian got legacy behind him too. You know, he paved the way for, you know, Rashid paved the way for him to get into the pros, and now he paying the way. He giving back to Rashid and some of the other fighters and open the door for them. You know, because this is a big card for getting back to Rashid. This is a big card. He was originally supposed to fight on the Charlo fight, but he took this fight instead, and this is a big event.
Does he feel in a way that they're sliding him at all, the Team Pacquiao, or underestimating him in this fight?
I think he don't feel that. I think that's the fact is that the media is just, you know, like tired of Adrian saying, well, I'm gonna do this way, I'm gonna do that way. But in a sense, you know, they just, you know, judge is just like a judgmental thing. But they don't really know the kid. Barry know him, and we know. And as long as these kids be they self, AB, and Rashid be Rashid, nobody can beat them.
It seems everyone has said if Adrien shows up and is focused, this is a fight. And it's a real 50-50 fight.
50-50 fight, and that's what it's supposed to have been from the start. 50-50 fight, you know, because as the announcer said today, the percentage rise towards the winning and knockout ratios is almost even, you know, with Adrien knockout ratio and his winning percentage and Pacquiao knockout ratio and percentage. It's an even fight on paper, so I don't know why we the underdog.
I've always had it even, because you got to think, Pacquiao is 40 years old now. Reflexes are not as fast. That's the first to go. I think what he's done in boxing is simply amazing. Class act all the way. Tremendous fighter, legendary fighter. But he's a politician also. So you got to ask that question. Is it, why are you fighting? Do you still have that same passion? Do you still have that same love for the game? Or is it more about being a politician now? Flip it around. Adrien himself, tremendous athlete. I mean, one of the best athletes I've ever seen all around. Fast, strong, great balance, power, speed. What we're talking about now, we wouldn't be talking about if some of the antics outside the ring had been cleaned up. If Adrien ever recognized who he really is and what he's really capable of doing, and he still got time, he can become something we ain't seen in a long time.
Why hasn't it all clicked in for Adrien in the past?
Well, you got to remember, he was young. They gave him a lot of money early, and like I said, they shot a lot of people at him, and he was in the right place at the right time, you know, because coming where he went before coming out of detention was going to jail for almost 20 years. It was like, boom, he hit the lotto, you know. So this way, like, you know, he put his guards down, you know, and he let people in his life that wasn't supposed to be in it, you know, and that plays a part in it. But now I think he's growing and seeing, you know, like he's not taking them phone calls no more. He's not up to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He's taking control of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Mike said, people don't understand. I mean, we all have wished for it at one point in time in our lives for that great wealth. But with that great wealth come great responsibilities. And when you're that young and you have tons of money to play with, you know what I mean? It could lead to a lot of bad things also. So hopefully now he's matured enough whereas though he can handle all of that. You've been through it, you know what it is, you know the ups and downs about it. Now come into your own and be what it is you can be.
I know fans of Broner have mentioned with what happened last week with the court appearances, the focus. Has he been able to train and stay focused with all that?
Because he knows that was something that happened back then. They took care of it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things he took care of before he got the fight made. They knew that was going to come up, so he took care of handling it. And you know, it's a fight Saturday night.
Mike, Barry, thank you so much. Really appreciate speaking with you guys. Thank you. This Saturday, their man, Adrien Broner and Rashid Warren, fighting on this Broner versus Pacquiao pay-per-view.